grade 9 students. So for today's video, we will be discussing on how we're going to illustrate a quadratic function and how does it differ from any other kinds of functions in terms of its equation, graphs, and different tables of values. We have different forms of pure functions. It's either in the form of equation, graph, or table. So let's start with its equation. So if you're going to notice in this example, a quadratic function is a second degree function in which the highest exponent is 2, or the degree of our function is in the second degree. It has two forms. It's either in the general form or in the vertex form. So if it is in general form, it is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. And if it is in the vertex form, it's in the form y is equal to a quantity x minus h squared plus k. While in terms of graph, the graph of quadratic function is a parabola. It's either opening upwards or downwards. So it's a smooth curve that opens downward and upwards. It's not to the left or to the right, but only upwards and downwards. In terms of the table of values, the table of values for quadratic function can be described in its second common difference. For example, we're given with the function or in the table of values such as negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the y values 3, 3, 5, 9, 15, and 23. So we're just going to get first the first difference. So we have to subtract 23 minus 15, that's 8. 15 minus 9, that's 6. 9 minus 5, that's 4. 5 minus 3, that's 2. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. That is the first difference. First difference po to. Now, to get the second difference, you have to subtract again this first difference. So 8 minus 6, that's 2. 6 minus 4, that's 2. 4 minus 2, that's 2. And 2 minus 0 is 2. Kailangan po ba 2 lagi ang second difference? No, it can be any number for as long it's all the same. Now, take a look at the following example. Identify if the following describes a quadratic function or not. So we have y equals 3x squared minus 8. So if you're going to notice, this is in the second degree. So that means this is a quadratic function. Next, we have y is equal to the quantity x minus 5 cubed plus 2. You're going to notice this is in the third degree. So that means this is not a quadratic function. How about this graph? So this is not a parabola. So that means this is not a quadratic function. For this one, we have a parabola opening up downwards. So this is a quadratic function. Next, let's have first the first difference for this table. So 8 minus 7, that's 1. 7 minus 6, that's 1. 6 minus 5, that's also 1. 5 minus 4, that's 1. And then 4 minus 3, that is 1. So ito pa lang, first difference pa lang, pareho na. So this is not a quadratic function, but a linear function. So not a quadratic function. For our next one, so let's subtract 12 minus 7, that's 5. 5 minus 4, that's 3. 4 minus 3, that's 1. 3 minus 4, that's negative 1. Then 4 minus 7, that's negative 3. So, hindi pare-pareho. Let's subtract again for the second difference. 5 minus 3, that's 2. 3 minus 1, that's another 2. 1 minus negative 1, that is also 2. And then negative 1 minus negative 3 is 2. So, that means it has the same common difference or second common difference which is common. So, that is a quadratic function.